ball movement and pace that you were talking about the other day?
Yeah, I felt like we got back to playing faster for sure from the start. Defensive offense is always a good formula for us, and it stood out rewatching the preseason game at the pace we were playing at. You know, it's obviously an emphasis coming into the season, and talk to the guys about that, get out running. They're going to load up, and they give up rim points and a bunch of threes, even though they pack the paint. And so the shots were going to be there. Be strong with it in the pocket and shoot confidently.
Is that an example a little bit? Actually, what you said in Las Vegas, where it snowballs, whether they go or miss, it kind of gets contagious?
Yeah, it can be, obviously. You know, they are doing certain things to make us prove it, and so the looks are going to be there. And we got a ton of shots up the last few days. Bodies are healthy. Felt like we played at a faster pace, and guys had a good pep in their step. And so, but yeah, once you see one go in, like Jabari walked into a few early. Jalen missed one, and then Dylan hit one, and so guys got off on the right foot, but it felt like everybody was taking the right shots, moving the ball, and like you said, one goes in, everybody else gets more confident as well.
What were you seeing in the fourth quarter when the Pelicans went on that little run there?
Just a little relaxed, a little bit too relaxed there. You know, it's 8 minutes left, 15-point game, and the NBA is nothing, and so you know, didn't like our execution on both ends there. Had a few turnovers that led them to transition, and then gave us some offensive rebounds and let a shooter or two get loose. And so wanted to redirect that and get our guys back in just to finish it out.
Reed was able to get some minutes tonight. What did you like about his minutes?
Just continue to be aggressive and grow. I think he passed up a shot or two late in the game, but early on he was you know, looking for a shot and taking the challenge defensively. Guys are trying to go at him at times, and you feel like you can see him understanding that the physicality part of the game, and got obviously like 2 or 3 strips in the first half, and so holding his own on the defensive end, making the right play on the offensive end, whatever that is.
Jalen was in a really good rhythm offensively. How did you get that to carry over from game to game?
Yeah, I think, like I keep saying, his recognition has improved. There's still some ups and downs with it, but you know, teams understand what he has as far as foot first step, and want to make him prove it, go under screens, and you know, play off him a little bit and try to keep him out of the paint. And so as much as we can get stops and get out and run, obviously that's a benefit for him. You know, got 2 or 3 alley-oops tonight, and then got a bunch of threes to go down in transition, and just being in attack mode from there, and then it opens up in the half court. So more of the same, just growth as far as that, making the right play, whatever that is, whether it's shot or creating for others, and you know, continue to play defense the way he has as well.
Coach, just seeing how important Fred is to the offense, how important is it to find that balance of having him create for others, but also have others, you know, create shots for him as well?
Yeah, I mean, that'd be the perfect formula and take some of the stress off of him. You know, Alperen's, like I said, he's a hub down in the post that creates shots for other guys. But the more I'm in, and Dylan, Tari, Jalen, all those guys can grow, and he can play off ball and be the recipient of some of those easy shots. It'd be beneficial for him, obviously, to keep his legs fresh throughout a game. He's doing a lot on the defensive end as well, guarding McCollum. Did a great job in the first half on him, 2 for 9 at halftime. And so, yeah, you want to be the recipient of some catch and shoot and easy assists, easy shots, instead of having to be the initiator or creator every time.
When you look at Dylan Brooks, a lot of people think of his defense first. How good is it to get the offenses that you've been getting from him this year?
Yeah, he's been a bright spot consistency-wise all year. You know what he's going to bring on the other end of every night, whether it's matchups, physicality, that edge that we love. But, you know, shooting high 30s, almost 40% from 3, you know, hunting the shot, impacting the game when I don't always call a ton of plays for him. And so that's been good to see him being aggressive on that end. A lot of times he has one of the poorer defenders on him. They've got most of their guys on Jalen, Alperen, and Fred, and you know, him being able to make teams pay is a benefit for us.
Is that something, when you're not calling plays for him, will he recognize maybe when there is an opening for him to get hot like that, or is that more something that maybe you or one of your coaches would say to him?
No, it's both. I think you know, he's a recipient of all of our shot creators, and he understands how to impact the game and kind of insert himself, whether it's on the offensive glass, get out in transition, or catch and go on the drive, or catch and shoot. And so you know, him and Jabari at times don't get the play calls that the other 3 get, and I think they have to figure out ways to impact the game at times, and he does a really good job of that, relocating for spacing, giving outlets when the double teams come, and obviously been shooting it with confidence.
Thank you.
Thank you.